Hello my friend, Jadricoke here, and this is my countdown to Armory level 21. So 21 is what I've been working for the past month, or actually 2 months since they released the last update. It unlocks Boom Cannon and Shockbind, but more importantly it unlocks Armory level 21. And since I've already upgraded all the troops that I normally use, that'll unlock, Armory 21 will be able to upgrade my tanks, medics, grenadiers, scorchers. Those are the troops I use the most. Also, barrage is something I need for those troops. And another important one is I love medics, and you need Landing Craft 21, so you can add another medic, so you can have 5 medics per boat. So this is my countdown to Headquarters 21. As soon as my cannons finish here, that'll be my last building upgrade for probably a few weeks. And I have heavies finishing up in 21 hours. That'll give me 83 EXP, and this is going to be 60 EXP. That's 143 plus the 16, 18 should be exactly 1761. And then in 21 hours I should have about 20 hours, plus I have Dr. Terror tomorrow. I'm estimating at least 4 million wood, and let's see, about 5.5 million stone is what I'll have in inventory, and 3.8 million iron. So I'll be a little bit, probably about 200,000 to 300,000 short on wood, and maybe 100,000 short on iron. So I don't know if this 100 diamonds will cover it, but I do have, let's see, an op reward coming in a few hours, and if I'm lucky I'll get some stone or wood. Also have a dive spot here with a couple question marks. So while I'm doing this video, I might as well do a weekly update. It's not a weekly update, it's an update every couple weeks. Since my last update, I have been upgrading heavies. So I'm doing heavy 16. I've maxed out Rifleman and Zuka, and I will probably not be doing warriors for a long time until I upgrade these other guys. I'll continue upgrading heavies as a last resort if I don't have Armory 21. I've been upgrading my defensive buildings non-stop for the past 2 levels. Let's see, after this finishes I'll have all my cannons to 16. See, all my mortars of 15. Move some stuff around here a little bit. Put some machine guns to 17. Didn't do all of them. Just a few of them there. Let's see, flamethrowers 13. All my sniper towers are 17. Let's see, rocket launcher, shock launchers are maxed. All my boom cannons are 14 except for 1, which is fine. So these guys, I really love this damage amp, using level 3 damage amp. It ups the damage considerably for these 4 long range weapons. Shock launcher doesn't do much damage, but it's a great debuff. I love the shock launcher, so I have that maxed out. Both of my shock launchers are maxed out. And let me see, what do we got here going on? Let's see, not much going on. Doing Dr. Terror. Dr. Terror stage 7 today. Lost a grenadier. I ran out of time. Probably need another 20 seconds here, but I lost a few troops, so I boosted my damage and did a better job of keeping my troops alive, and I had about, I think 40-50 seconds left. Let me look. Let's speed this up a little bit. And so what I'm doing is I'm putting the Grenadiers here first to weaken up everything, use my gunboat energy to take out the boom cannons that aren't being weakened. So the Grenadiers actually take out a lot of the boom cannons. I forgot about that boom cannon over here, and I didn't even remember to take him out until I got all the way up to the headquarters and he started taking out my troops. So I flare over here and then shock, and luckily I didn't lose any troops there. So I didn't have as much time as I thought. I think a lot of it was because I forgot that boom cannon there in the corner. I had to reposition. It doesn't really show exactly how much time was left, but let's look again here. It's a 4-minute clock, so yeah, I had about 30 seconds or so on the clock. Still control all my resource bases, and as you can see, I have a ton of these. I did clear out a few. I was at 395 a few weeks ago. So I started clearing these NPC bases because I don't have a player base on. I don't have any way to get any other resources because I still need to destroy 15 NPC bases, and these NPC bases, they don't give very much resources, but they do increase your victory points. And I know that the higher my victory points are, the higher my opponents will see me, and they'll if I start having a high-level opponent see my map, then it's going to be easy for them to take my resources, especially when I sit on resources for a long time. I have a lot of unprotected resources. Example right here is 450,000 stone if somebody was to take my headquarters, and it's a big loss because all my resources now come from Dr. Terror, actively Dr. Terror, and then passively resource bases. And so I have recently switched to this stone masterpiece, and I'm boosting it, and that's really upped my stone resource gathering. So now I have an excess of stone. Wish I had an iron masterpiece. I decided to go ahead and just get this Guardian and boost it at 40%, and it does boost my iron quite a bit. So most of my buildings require a lot less iron, so I'm not worried about the iron production normally, but Headquarters 21 requires 4.2 million wood, 4.1 million stone, and 3.9 million iron. And Army 21 requires almost as high of a level of resources. Same thing with these landing crafts. They're going to require quite a bit of resources too, of iron. Well, thank you for watching, and until we meet again, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.